welcome to Chief Joe's Art Stuff. My name is Julie and I'm here to impart some knowledge to you today via a 2-minute art tip. And today's tip is basically a follow-up from a viewer question. We recently did a video about paper surfaces, mainly watercolor paper surfaces, and there were some really great comments on that video, and one of them was like, oh, well, I assume you're going to be talking about like this and this and this about different papers. And I was like, well, why not? We should definitely do that. So here we are. So today we're going to be talking about sizing and sizing in different artist papers and how it works. What is it? What does it do? All that kind of stuff. So to begin with, what does it do? Okay, so sizing is actually an additive or an ingredient when they make artist papers. What it does is it makes the surface suitable for aqueous media. So it's going to control the moisture absorption of various fluid medias onto the surface. Because, as you know, most high quality artist papers are made from cotton. And if you were just to try and paint on just raw cotton, it'd be kind of like painting on a paper towel. Just won't work out. So the sizing mitigates how that fluid media actually absorbs or is handled on the surface. And it also makes the paper more resistant to abrasion. So if you were to scratch it or erase it too much, it can make it a lot more durable in that way. What is sizing made out of? Generally, it's made out of gelatin, which, as you may know, is an animal product that's, you know, like made from yucky animal bits and stuff like that. However, there are many manufacturers that have synthesized sizing or synthesized artificial gelatins now, which are completely animal product free. And so you don't have to deal with that if you are not into that at all. But for centuries, that's what sizing has been made out of, is like an animal gelatin. We're going to talk about two different kinds of treatments of the way sizing is actually put into the paper or onto the paper. One is called internal sizing, or what's called beater sizing, which means that it's in the slurry itself, and so it's actually getting churned in, and it actually coats every single little fiber of the paper as it's being manufactured in that slurry, or that big soup, which is water, gelatin, and the cotton fiber. The nice part about having the sizing be internal, like all the way through around every single fiber, is that you have a certain consistency about it. And that if you do a lot of sketching or scrubbing out with your watercolor, or a lot of erasure, then that sizing is going to be evenly distributed throughout, and you're not going to have to worry about the absorbency being different if you abrade the surface a little bit. So you will find that some of the more high-end papers are internally sized, meaning that the sizing is mixed into the slurry as it's being manufactured. In contrast, there is a thing called surface sizing or external sizing, and that is when the already manufactured dried sheet is passed through a solution. So it can be dipped or it can be sprayed. It actually lowers the manufacturing cost, and so you will see that some of the lower priced artist papers do say that they're externally sized. That can be a considerable cost savings over the long haul if that is not something that's a consideration for you. However, if you are somebody that does do some scrubbing out and does do a considerable amount of sketching and erasure and stuff like that, you do run the risk of erasing right through that surface sizing and down into the raw cotton fiber, which can mean that the watercolor or the paint or whatever that you're applying to that surface will it'll adhere differently, and it will have a very, very openly, you know, visually different application in any places where that surface has been abraded and you've actually worked through the sizing. So that's a few little news nuggets about sizing that we hope are helpful to you and maybe make the shopping process for your surfaces a little bit clearer. And hope this is helpful, and we hope that you enjoy.